Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Noodle Shop. I'm Tristan.
I'm Gio.
Today we're going to be talking about some new movies, a movie review,
Yeah, and some
stuff like
video game stuff as well.
a little bit of video
There's
game
a
stuff
few
as
stuff
well.
coming out that we wanted to talk about. Get
Pretty
our
much just upcoming stuff that
Yeah,
released new trailers and stuff. So
yeah, definitely.
let's get right into it.
So something that we didn't get to talk about last episode that we were supposed to was Venom.
Two,
So
Venom 2.
yeah, the Venom 2, yeah. Um, just i.e., there's gonna be spoilers because we're talking about it. So if you haven't
Listen,
watched
if
it,
you
just
haven't watched it by now, I mean,
yeah, I mean,
by the time this episode comes out, like,
yeah. There's some people that still haven't watched it though.
sure.
But yeah. So what'd you think about it?
I thought it was good, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was. I you see. Okay, so I didn't like the first Venom that much. This one was a little bit better, but it still had like the same flaws that the first Venom had. I feel like, which was like it was trying to be too funny, and that kind of threw me off.
See, I think this one was
It was
honestly,
darker.
I feel like it was way better than the
It
first
was
one.
yeah, no, way the story was way
It
better
was like
too.
100%
Um,
better.
and the acting to me was way better. I'm not a Tom Hardy fan, you know that already.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a Woody
I don't know.
Harrelson fan though.
Woody Harrelson killed it as Cassidy. I'm not sure why I'm not a Tom Hardy fan. I think Bane just threw it out for me. Like when he played Bane and he was like,
You didn't like the you think darkness is all I
no, I didn't. But I think that in this movie he did pretty good. As Venom, he does pretty good. Like he does the voice of Venom, so he does pretty good.
Wait, he voices Venom too?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. I think that
That kind of
like I
makes
said,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
He's like talking to himself.
I think Woody Harrelson voiced Carnage as well. I think I'm not
Ooh,
100% sure.
that's cool.
Might have to look back into that. But I think that if they would have taken out some of the jokes
Made it more
and
serious,
made
you
it more
mean?
serious or more darker, like they tried to make it like Deadpool.
Yeah,
And
I guess you could say,
to
but
me,
not as like not as what's the word? Not
like
as like
campy, I guess.
campy.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Like
Not
like
campy.
like cheesy.
Not even cheesy. Not as like there's a word.
Yes, and the word doesn't exist. No.
No, there is a word for it. Not as like
Not as like.
raunchy. That's the word I was
Oh
looking
yeah,
for.
okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
Deadpool makes a lot of like
Well, but
bad
Deadpool,
jokes,
yeah,
very
but
bad jokes.
Deadpool's rated R, and these were rated PG-13 too. So I feel like
Yeah.
if they would have got that R rating,
Oh,
it would have
it would
been
have
the
been way
same.
better.
Well, yeah, but it would have been the same kind of jokes, like more raunchy jokes, you know?
Well, that and they could have done a lot more graphic stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
it was decently graphic, but
it to me it felt a little short.
see
Um,
that I'll ask you your rating actually. What would you give it?
so like watching a bunch of movies over the past couple weeks and giving ratings, um, man,
Out of 10.
out
Out
of
of
10,
10.
oh, okay, normally we do 5, but I'll do 10.
I want to go out of 10.
I would say I think I'm gonna give it probably like an 8. An 8 only because it kind of kept it had a really good story. And I really liked Carnage's part of the story. I like how they introduced Carnage. I like all the action and the fight in this movie
Yeah.
looked way better than the fight in the last movie
Oh,
where there was like two blobs
dude.
fighting pretty much. So 8 because it had a good story. There was good action. Um, it could have gotten a 10 if they took out all the stupid ass jokes that they had in it.
So I'll give it a 9. The reason I give it a 9 is cuz I did feel like it was too short.
Okay, yeah,
But
that's another thing. It's too short.
I will say for it being as short as it was, they filled
Yeah, no, they filled
that
the movie.
time
Yes, no,
very
really good.
well. Like
Like
the
every
transitions and everything looked really
that I do
smooth,
agree.
and
I feel yeah.
that's what really I felt like that what really made that movie really good.
No, yeah, you're right. I think that every opportunity that they could do to fill the how many ever minutes the movie was, they really did. And whether it was like a little bit of action or a part of the story, it was there.
Yeah.
Even like the points where Venom splits up and does his own thing, which to me I didn't like, but it felt like it was supposed to be part of the story. You know, it didn't
So
feel
yeah,
like it was like an odd part of the story.
true. I
I didn't like Mrs. Chan getting Venom. That was stupid. And then
oh
she
yeah, I
didn't
didn't
get
agree
sick or
with that.
die like everyone else.
Maybe
Did you
she
notice that?
has a parasite. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think the only part about like him separating that I didn't like was the part where I mean I kind
Where
of
he's at
liked
the
it and
club.
I kind of liked it and I kind of didn't like it. I liked
So
it cuz I thought it was funny, but I didn't like it because like it didn't really
it
follow
didn't
with the
fall.
rest
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, it was stupid. Um, but if you online, there's a lot of people talking about that, like how it's like Venom's coming out party,
Yeah, of him like being
being who he is.
mainstream, I
Yeah,
guess.
like who
Yeah.
he is. And I was like, that's I guess that's cool. But they didn't need to put that scene in the
No,
movie.
I
Like
don't.
Venom could have just left and done his own stuff, and then Eddie Brock could have figured out that he needs Venom in
That
his
or like
life type thing.
show Eddie like watching the news and like something comes up about Venom or something.
Yeah, exactly. And him being like, "Oh no, we need to stop this."
Yeah.
Um, but the thing that killed the whole movie, was the end credit scene.
I mean,
You
oh, it killed the movie,
killed the
but it
movie.
sets up for
So what
future.
happens is you go to the movie and now everyone knows like the end credit scene, right? And if you don't know, you're about to hear it on
Yeah,
us, but I'm pretty sure people have already spoiled it for you online and stuff. But
that
you
was
know,
my problem. Is I was sitting there. I did. I went. I think 2 days after it came out, and
okay,
my phone on social
was
media
blowing up with
like
it, yeah,
end credit scene almost every other post, and I
yeah.
was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see it, and I don't want to see it until I see the movie.
So like for me, I think so. I had seen it prior to
The
going to
movie.
watch the movie, and I was like, dang, dude, it's spoiled for me. But I'm gonna go see it anyways. And when I actually got to see the end credit scene, it wasn't exactly what I expected. I was expecting something else, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think about it? Because I think watching the Spider-Man trailer and then going into this, remember when we first watched the Spider-Man trailer and
We
we
were
were like,
trying to
"Oh, that's
figure out.
Venom." The
Well, you
shadow,
had said
it
it
was like
was
the lizard or
lizard.
Venom.
Yeah, and I was like, I think it's
So
Venom.
now I think that's Venom too. And if it's not Venom,
It could be still be lizard, and
yeah, it
then
could.
Venom could show up in a later movie.
So I was
But
gonna say, so if it's not Venom, they're gonna they're gonna drag it out. I feel like they're gonna do like the end credit scene of the Spider-Man movie,
yeah,
and that's where Venom's gonna show up.
that would be cool.
Yeah,
Like one of the Spider-Mans is like
but
walking and he's like behind them or something, trying to eat them.
that would be cool. I mean, but over the past week, so Tom
Holland.
Tom Holland already stated that this might be his last Spider-Man movie.
So oh yeah, he said this is like the end of this era
This
of
era of
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man. So my thing is
which is annoying because he shouldn't have said that until after the movie came out.
exactly, yeah. So my thing is that Venom does show up in this movie in No Way Home and helps them fight. Either that or you know how he licks the TV screen and he's like, oh, like basically like I want him.
Like delicious or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So I think they're not gonna go the route where Eddie Brock and Venom hate Spider-Man. I think they're gonna go the route where Venom wants the power
Of Spider-Man.
of Spider-Man.
Hmm. So maybe Eddie Brock becomes Black Spider-Man. Dun dun
Well,
dun.
he is already Black Spider-Man technically.
Well, he's Venom. Now he's gonna become Black
But
Spider-Man.
I
He's
could
gonna become
see
Miles Morales. I'm just
I can.
kidding.
It would be awesome if, because you know that the trailers are being manipulated. They're doing something
Oh
to
yeah,
to
without a
to hide
doubt.
from us. So I feel like that it would be cool if Venom jumped on Spider-Man and left Eddie Brock. like leaves him in that beach house and goes to Spider-Man. And then
Hmm.
think about it. So if they're saying like all three Spider-Mans are gonna be in the movie, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man already dealt with Venom,
Yeah, so this will be a different
and it would be a
Venom.
different Venom, and he would be like, "What? Not again?" Like something like that.
That would be cool if he like absorbed into Toby and then Toby was
Oh, that would
like
be
he
cool.
like grabbed poles and like started hitting them like
That
he
would
did in the original to
that
like
would be
get
really
Venom off
cool.
of him.
Yeah,
And
that
then he like
would.
jumps to like
It'd
Andrew
be a like a
Garfield or Tom Holland.
an homage to the old one.
Yeah.
So I know that their Empire just released two. They just released. I think this was like yesterday or today. They just released two new magazine covers.
For the movie.
Yeah, for Spider-Man. Because they're saying like a second trailer's coming.
I heard today from one of my coworkers that Sandman is confirmed, and I was like,
Sandman is confirmed. Yeah,
I'm like,
the actor.
he was already confirmed, no?
Yeah, the actor is confirmed. Yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh, they just confirmed it today. I was like,
Oh, I don't know
that's
about
been
that.
confirmed for a
I thought.
while.
Yeah, I thought that was confirmed.
I was like, he's in the trailer.
But the book, the main cover that's going out to everyone, has uh Doc Ock's tentacles.
Lightning for
It has
Electro.
lightning on one of the side. It has sand on the bottom, and then it has pumpkin bomb from Green Goblin, and then in the middle is Spider Man. So I mean, they're slowly confirming like a bunch of stuff, but then they came out with another one exclusive for like Empire people like that are signed up to the thing,
Yeah.
and it's in the middle it's Spider-Man's mask, and then on the outside it's like a ring of Spider-Man masks,
Oh, that's cool.
and then it's like the beginning on the bottom it says like something like beginning of the multiverse of madness,
That's
and
cool.
then it says on both covers it says something about uh like greeting old foes or something like that, or old foes are coming back or something. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I hope it's something that is beyond anyone's imagination. Like everyone's just thinking the Sinister Six, and I know we talked about this before. I hope it's more than the Sinister Six.
Yeah, like
Like
it's
I
a
hope it's like
collision of like
of
all the
all the villains.
Spider-Mans and
Yeah,
all the villains.
because if this is gonna be the last
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man movie for a little bit, right? Until they decide what they
just
want to
do
do
it
with
right.
Spider-Man, do a big one. Like
Yeah.
do literally a Spideyverse movie. There's so many like fake
Just bring him the
trailers out
Spider
there though.
Pig. Spider Pig. That's all
Spider
I need.
Pig, Spider Pig in real life. That would be kind of
He
cool.
floats
Porky
towards
Pig.
bacon
Oh
or
my
towards the
god.
pie or whatever it is.
So it would be awesome if, because Venom technically is a good guy. In his movie, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, Carnage is dead technically because
Yeah. What?
Venom ate him, which
Well, he's an offspring of Venom.
I know, but he ate him. So like how does
I have no clue.
I couldn't figure that out. When he ate him, I was like he doesn't what?
I don't
He
know.
just absorbs him?
Yeah, pretty much. He absorbed him.
But wouldn't he
Or he went
get
back into his body pretty much.
wouldn't he I don't
I don't
know.
know.
It's so weird because I was like I think in our Spider-Man episode when we were talking about Venom, I was like it would be cool if he like absorbs Carnage and that's what turns him to a bad Venom.
Oh, that would be cool.
Maybe that's why he likes Spider-Man because now he's like getting that bad
That
Venom
bad
vibe.
Venom vibe. Oh, that would be cool. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
cause,
that
cause,
would
cause
be
Venom, every time he attaches to something, he takes
he takes
a
a
piece of
trait
them. Yeah, he takes a
and
trait,
Carnage
and
was
Carnage is
bad.
bad. So, oh, that would be dope, dude. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
if he's turning bad now, ooh. And
Mm.
then like oh man. I just thought of their whole storyline just now.
I'm glad we didn't talk about this before the show,
Yeah, oh man.
so we're like going fresh off of it.
I just thought of it because we were just talking about it
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, well, I wonder how that's going to connect to Spider-Man." And it's like now that I'm thinking about it, Venom's going to if they do it this way, if Venom does start turning bad,
Yeah.
they could have like Tom Hardy trying to fight it and be like, "No, we're not turning bad."
And then
And
he
then
leaves.
he leaves Tom Hardy to go to Spider-Man and tries to
Oh
turn
yeah,
Spider-Man bad.
that would be cool.
That would be
And then
awesome.
that's where what's his name comes in. Toby Maguire. He's like, bing, 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 bing,
Yeah,
bing,
with
bing.
the friggin'
Get off
poles.
of him. That would be cool. But yeah, that end credit scene was kind of dope. So like, he,
I like that they did it the way they did it.
yeah,
Like
and
it
it,
wasn't just like him on the TV. Like they switched the whole scenery and everything.
yeah. So like he literally went to a different place,
Yeah,
which was really really cool. And then
and they didn't do it how Miles Morales or Spideyverse does it, where
yeah,
they like
where
suck him into
they
the
stuck
thing.
him into the portals. Yeah. So that was another thing I was thinking about. So like we've talked about Miles Morales and how he's in the Tom Holland universe already for Spider-Man. But what if the cartoon version of Miles Morales
Is
gets
also in it.
dragged into the real world and he ends up being the another Spider-Man in the Tom Holland movie.
So there's two Miles Morales Spider-Mans.
Well, no, the Tom Holland universe doesn't become Spider-Man
Oh, that's true.
because what in the animated movie they don't really like they tell you like how there's multiple Spider-Mans, but they don't really focus on too much of it,
Not really.
you know?
They're like, oh,
And they
here's all
don't
the
tell you
Spider-Mans.
yeah, and they don't tell you who what Spider-Man's what. You know, you got to guesstimate who's who by watching the movie. Like
Well, they did tell you. They had an
no, I'm
introduction for
saying
each
but
of them.
like for cuz
Oh, in
it's
the new
supposed to
movie,
represent
like
no in
they
the
don't.
Spideyverse it's supposed to represent Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans.
Oh
But
yeah,
they
the
don't tell you
oh
which one's what. Yeah,
the
yeah.
two Peter Parker Spider-Mans.
Yeah, but they don't tell you which one's what. So it's like you guesstimate it who's
I
what.
mean,
Or
they're all
like it's up to your imagination, I guess,
yeah,
who's who.
Peter
Um
Porker and
Peter Parker. You really like Spidey Pig, huh?
and then
um
Spider Gwen and the sad Spider-Man and all that.
that
Yeah,
would be the sad Spider-Man in War. He's not sad. He's a
he has
gumshoe.
PTSD.
He's a gumshoe Spider-Man. He's
He's
like
sad.
what, it's like 50s, right? Like
Yeah, something like that.
detectives.
Detective
Um
Spider-Man.
but damn, I wanted to say
Sorry, I
no
cut
no
you off there.
no, you're good, you're good. Um it was about
We were talking about the
we were
how they
talking
didn't
about
identify which one was Toby and which one was
no,
Andrew
it was
Garfield.
something else. It was something else. And we'll move on from that though. But no, the end credit scene was kind of dope because I like how he goes on like a vacation and then he's like laying in the bed like nothing's gonna happen.
And oh, that's something they didn't acknowledge
What?
actually. Was after the like multiverse thing,
Yeah.
or actually before it, when he's like, "Oh, you don't." Venom tells him like, "Oh, you don't even know what I had experienced in my home world," and then
Okay.
he's like, "I'm gonna take you there and show you,"
Yeah.
or he's like, I'm not even gonna show you," and he's like, "I want to see it," and then they like, the
Then the
multiverse
multiverse
happens,
happens.
and they're like, what happened?
Yeah. So a lot of
And
people
yeah,
took it as like if I guess if you don't follow what's going on, right? A lot of people took it as like, oh, he took him to another universe. Like he has the power to
yeah.
take him to another universe. But I don't think that was the case. I
I
think he
think
was
it
gonna show
just
you his memories.
it randomly happened that way.
Yeah, like it had coincidentally happened. I think he was gonna show him his memories and then it happened and both of like Venom and Eddie are like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
But the
I wonder if
scene
they're gonna address that though.
they might. I mean, if he's, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I know that he was on the set of No Way Home because there's
Yeah.
pictures of him in a with a hat and the hat says crew and it says No Way Home.
Hmm.
So we'll have to wait and
Hmm.
see, I guess, for that. I mean, what we got 2 months, not even a month,
Like a month and a half. Yeah.
December or something.
We're getting
So
there. We're getting there. Opening night. You know.
so I wanted to talk about Dune. Dune just came out, by the way,
Did you
on
watch it
HBO
already?
Max. I have not.
I haven't
And I
either.
really want to watch it. But I was talking to
I
someone
do
about it
too.
yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, it's like a 3 hour movie," and I was like, "That's a long one,"
Yeah.
but
One of our coworkers said they watched it, and I was like,
it was
oh,
good.
cool. Don't tell me anything.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
Because
That's what
he was like, oh, well, this. And I was like, dude, do not say a
yeah.
word.
I don't want to know anything about it until I watch it.
All he said was it's really slow, like
Well, so
developing wise.
it's because it's telling you the story. The original one's kind of slow too,
Yeah, I was gonna say
because it's just
I'm
more
pretty sure
story
that's how
based.
it's supposed to be. It's mainly story.
Yeah, but I'm just excited. They said that it's gonna be a two-part movie, I guess. So that's why it's
Oh,
a little
that'll be
slow. It's
cool.
telling more story. So I'm just excited to see it. But I wanted to bring that up for a second.
Yeah, it just came out
Yeah,
today
it just
or
came out
yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So the cool thing about it was it was supposed to come out on the 25th,
and it came out yesterday.
and they pushed it because the premiere was yesterday. So the time that the premiere started is the time that you can watch the movie on HBO Max,
Hmm.
which was pretty dope.
Yeah, that is cool.
If the movie's really good, I'm gonna go see it in theater too, though.
I'm just gonna watch it on HBO, honestly.
I'm gonna go see Halloween tonight. The Halloween Kills. I haven't seen that yet.
I don't like horror movies, so I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I'm excited to see it, and I'm just like, whatever. I want to see the 007 movie too.
I want to
I know that.
watch the other ones. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
watched
have to.
them.
Oh my God, you have to watch them. They're so good. Like I like.
Well, I like Daniel Craig as an actor too, so I feel like that'll help.
He's like he's one
He's
of the
James
best.
Bond.
He's one of the best James Bonds to me.
I've never
And
seen the other ones, so
I grew up watching
I
a
will
lot of
say
the old school
I
James
played
Bonds.
majority of the video games. The video games are phenomenal.
Yeah, but yeah, so many new things coming out uh over the next
I have my
over the
list
next
here actually.
couple months too, you know.
Yeah.
So
Our next thing. I mean, we're kind of on the topic of superheroes.
the Batman, dude.
Batman. Batman.
The Batman. That movie's gonna be
Vengeance.
that okay, so a lot of people
They just released like the
the full
actual
trailer,
full
yeah.
trailer for it. Well,
On
second trailer,
yeah,
I
that was
should
on
say.
Fandom. I feel like a lot of people didn't give him the time of day in the beginning because they didn't see.
I honestly, after this trailer, I think this is going to be, in my opinion, this will be probably the best Batman movie I've ever seen.
I I have to agree with you. I think this is gonna like
I think this is going
you
to
like Christian
blow.
Bale, right?
I did,
See, and I
yeah.
don't like Christian Bale, and like a Ben Affleck guy or like Michael
See,
Keaton.
I don't like Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
I
which
just
is
don't
a lot of people don't.
I don't like him.
I think the reason I like Ben Affleck as Batman is because it was he just looked like Batman. The look, like his muscles and
I will
everything.
say, he compared to Christian Bale, he does. He
Yeah,
looks like the comic book
yeah, like a
Batman.
comic book
He
Batman,
looks very
exactly.
similar.
So
Robert Pattinson though,
looks yeah,
he looks like the young Batman.
it looks realistic though, you know,
Yeah, it does.
like it looks realistic and partially doesn't look realistic because in the part where he's walking in the hallway and he's getting shot up at and he's just walking like
That's the best
nothing's
scene.
happening. It is though, like
It just shows like how awesome he
yeah, for
is.
like how badass is gonna be. So I really like that in that scene though. The only light is the
Is the
gunshots.
gunshots?
So
Yeah,
every time the lights go off or like the
you
gunshots are
just
going
see
off, you
him.
just see him moving. So I thought that was really cool, and I want to see what they do with Catwoman because right now, to me, watching the trailer is kind of a hit or miss with
I
that character.
I kind of so far off the trailer, I don't like Catwoman.
Same.
I think it's
So
because she's not wearing a mask and
she's
like
wearing
all of
like a
the
ski mask. But yeah, every time they show her in the trailer,
yeah,
she's not
she's
wearing a
not wearing
mask.
one, and it's like
Yeah.
that's not part of
I mean,
who
Halle
she
Berry.
is,
Oh,
I
Halle Berry
guess.
did wear a mask. That movie was garbage.
I don't know.
The
I haven't.
Halle Berry Catwoman.
No.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be like its own thing. Um, the Riddler. I want to see what they do with him because he right now. So it reminds me of
They didn't show very much. They just showed him in the very beginning getting freaking
yeah,
slammed
Slam Down. Yeah.
and handcuffed.
Have you ever seen the movie? I know that it's like got little loosely based on like you ever seen the Zodiac movie?
No.
No. Oh, it's like a thriller. And it's based off the Zodiac killer. So that I think that's what they're going with more with the Riddler. But it's cool because I think it's kind of like a unique take on a Batman villain. Like put something realistic into a comic book
Yeah.
universe. Um
They
And I
showed
like
a lot
how,
of Penguin, I will say that.
oh dude, he's gonna kill it, I think.
I think so too.
I just like how he sounds and everything. Like when Batman's driving behind him and he's like, ah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, and then he flies through the
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, that was.
I thought
I think this Batmobile is honestly the best Batmobile I've seen.
I like the original, or like not the original, but the Michael Keaton Batmobile. That's
I
my
like
favorite.
this
That's
one.
my favorite.
I like this one the best.
This one looks cool though, because it's
I
like an
think it's
actual.
because it's like an actual,
It's an
like a
actual car.
realistic
Yeah,
car.
yeah. It's an
Yeah,
actual car.
unlike the
So
freaking Christian Bale,
Christian
which
Bale
was a
driving a
tank.
tank. Dude, there's the one scene in Christian Bale's movie where like the people are driving on the highway, and it's like this is the sound watch, and then out of nowhere it's like.
Oh, the
Like a
scene where
freaking tank.
he
He
turns the
turns on the
lights
lights
off
off and
and it's
he
silent
goes like stealth mode.
and it's completely silent.
Yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow, we're gonna be yelling in your ears.
Yeah, sorry. We're gonna blow the car speakers out here on this one.
Dude, that was funny. But yeah, like I feel like
I feel like
that was ridiculous.
I
Like you
feel
got
like
a tank.
Robert Pattinson's voice as well is
So
almost perfect for like the darkness of it.
so when he's talking normal,
That's what I mean when
I could
he's
feel
normal,
yeah,
not
I
the
could feel
Batman
I could
voice.
feel him sounding like Batman and Bruce Wayne, right?
He sounds like he's in pain.
It probably is, man. And then when he yells, when he punches the thing, he's like rah rah. That kind of gave me like the Christian Bale feel
Yeah, just
when he
without
punches the glass, but
yeah.
without the really not understanding what the hell he's saying sometimes.
Yeah. I also kind of like that this Batman appears to be crazy.
So
He's not like sensible. Like he is literally it's the scene in the trailer when Catwoman's watching him just pummel this
oh
dude.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, he's getting crazy. He's like
So
losing it.
it's supposed to be this is supposed to be like I think him being Batman for like a year or two,
It's like his
something like
breaking
that.
point
Yeah.
almost.
So no, not even that. So he hasn't
He
made
hasn't
his
established
codes. Yeah,
his rules.
he hasn't made his code like that. He doesn't kill people.
That's
So
probably the end of the movie, honestly.
that
He's
would.
probably gonna kill people and maybe he'll kill someone he didn't mean to
Maybe
and then he
you might be
like
right because
psychologically.
there's a scene in the trailer where Catwoman looks at him like you said, and she's
Mhm.
like, what's going on? Like she
Yeah.
looks like she's scared. So that would be cool if it gets to that point where he's about to kill someone,
And then he like
and then he
doesn't.
just stops, and he's like, I can't be doing this. I'm not a murderer.
Yeah.
And that would be cool. And then in the next movie, it puts like Batman made his code. Like he's never gonna get to that point again.
Of killing somebody, yeah.
Even though one punch from Batman will his, his brain trauma because he's wearing like the brass knuckle gloves and
It's
stuff
wearing
like
the
that.
friggin'
The
Oakley
ugly
SI
SI gloves,
friggin'
yeah.
Kevlar gloves.
Or he headbutts you, and then his helmet is made out of like
Like
has like
metal.
lead metal and shit. Yeah. So you're like you're gonna be in the hospital.
It's like that college humor video when he has the blades on his arm and he like kills the guy and they're like, you just killed him. He's like, no, I'm not. He's sleeping.
Yeah.
And
But
they're
that's
like, you
another
have
thing.
razor blades on your
I like
arms.
that in this movie.
He doesn't have any of that stuff.
He does, but it's really small. It's subtle.
Oh,
It's
I
not.
didn't see it.
It doesn't look like a big thing. So like on his gauntlets, he has like these like
It's not like Christian Bale or it was like
Christian
a
Bale like
full on friggin'
dude,
mohawk of razor blades.
one movie. Christian Bale. That's when he cuts the Joker's face or something. When he's like, and like it shoots off. Remember?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this movie
I
because
think it's gonna be good.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a trilogy or if it's gonna keep going.
I think it's gonna depend.
I
I assume because they did it with uh Justice League, I assume it's gonna be a they're gonna leave a cliffhanger, so if it does well, then they're gonna possibly make another one.
Yeah,
If not, then oh well.
I mean going back to like even having a cliffhanger, like bringing in another villain, like
Well,
the joke. Well,
they got like
gonna
10 villains
they're
in
gonna
there.
bring in the Joker eventually. They're gonna have to.
I
Um,
wonder who though.
I don't know. We talked about this last time, right?
Who would be a good
Where we were
Joker?
like they would end it and like Joaquin Phoenix would come back as the Joker. I would love to see that
I would too.
because then it would mean that
That would
that would
kind of
mean that
work
it would.
because he's
He's still,
older.
yeah, Joaquin Phoenix would still be older, yeah, and it would mean like what maybe like it would be cool if it's an older Joker,
That's what I mean. Is like
not like a young Joker.
kind of like Mark Hamill's Joker,
Yeah, like
like
if
an
he was a
older
older, yeah.
Joker.
So I think that would be cool because then it would be like in sync with the Joker meeting Bruce when he was a kid in the Joker movie.
And then now he's like, because Robert Pattinson in the movie, he barely looks like he's like 25,
Yeah,
if that.
yeah. You're
I
right.
mean, obviously Robert
So that
Pattinson's
would be
older than
that would
that,
be
but
cool.
the movie he looks ridiculously young.
Or I don't know. Or Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, like
Bring back Tom Hardy as Bane.
no, hell no, don't do that. No, they should use I know that it was who was it? Batista. Batista wanted to be a Bane in a movie, and I think he would be
He would
awesome.
he would be I think he would be a good Bane that's not like Tom Hardy's. Like if he was the one that has like all
Like
the
all the
tubes and
tubes and
stuff,
stuff, like the comic book accurate one. I
yeah,
think he would
he
do
would be
awesome
awesome.
because he can play like I feel like he'd be able to play like that character that is like a smart because Bane is smart. In the
Oh
comic
yeah,
books,
all the
Bane's smart.
chemicals and stuff he
So
knows.
I feel like that would be awesome if he came in as that like smart Bane and and like
They give him
make
like a
put his
small
like wrestling
origin,
background, put his wrestling background like he's a luchador or something, you know.
yeah, and then
Um
give him like a. They could give him like a small origin story.
yeah, he doesn't have to be like a crazy
Like
villain.
he's a normal person, and then something happens where he has to wear the mask and have all the tubes and
Yeah, he
stuff.
got suplexed. He got
He
suplexed
gets
on
one suplex and it
and
snaps
it
his
snaps his
spine,
yeah,
and now
something
he
like
needs
that.
all these drugs to stay alive.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think Batman's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah, I do honestly. I do think so. From the second trailer, I think the second trailer did really good.
I'm
Kind of
excited.
emphasizing what the story is going to be about too.
They didn't reveal a date. I didn't see a date, right?
No, it just said 2022.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not sure if
hopefully,
they put
I
a
mean,
date
it's
on it.
probably gonna be late in the year, 'cause
Yeah, I could see it being a summer movie.
maybe even later,
You
honestly.
think?
Well, The Dark Knight Rises came out in like July, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so summer.
Yeah. So maybe
So a
maybe
summer
it's a
movie.
summer
It would
movie.
make sense to do it in the summer because get it away from all these Marvel movies that are coming out. All the Marvel movies got pushed back,
Yeah.
like Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther. What else?
Yeah, I saw
I don't
like
know.
everything
All the
got pushed back
yeah
like six
to
months or something
yeah.
like that.
So I mean, Eternals comes out soon. And every
Yeah,
time I see the trailer now, I'm like, God, I want to watch that movie now. Now
I
you're still
don't.
not
I
interested?
I, I
I
don't
know
know.
we talked about it earlier, and you say you weren't really interested.
I saw the trailer again. I saw like the second trailer
Yeah.
in theaters when I went and saw Venom, and I'm just like, I don't really care to see it. It doesn't look any like crazy or anything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well, I know.
it came on, and I was like,
What
this
is
looks
this?
like Dune.
Uh,
And then they like started showing Angelina Jolie and like
so,
magic and stuff, and I was
um,
like, all right.
I watched the, I guess like the behind the scenes thing, and they were saying that, you know, they didn't want to make another Avengers movie. They didn't want to make another Endgame, so they needed to make something that was bigger. So
Yeah,
they're saying that this movie's supposed to be like kind of the introduction to what the new Marvel movies are gonna look like.
which hopefully it's good. If it
Yeah,
is,
no,
then
I mean, you guys will
I
definitely
hope
hear
it
it.
is good, whether I see it or not. I hope
Yeah,
it's good.
I'm gonna definitely go see it. It's like Uncharted.
Speaking of Uncharted,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was gonna jump ahead, but it's like Uncharted. So the Uncharted trailer just came out, and we haven't spoke about it,
no, we haven't.
but I have my opinions,
So we can talk about it
so
now.
we can talk
Bam.
about it. Um,
If you haven't seen the trailer, watch it before you listen to this section because
that
we're
was
gonna talk about
awesome.
a lot of stuff.
That was an awesome segue though. Uh, but it's like that. It's like the Uncharted trailer where it's like they're making it really big,
Yeah, it's gonna be
which
from what I've seen, it's gonna be like a mixture
it's
of
gonna be a
all the
mixture of all the
games.
games. Yeah. So like the boat scene is from one. When he's on the
Yeah,
boat, that's from Uncharted 1. The plane is Uncharted 3. They talk about Sam.
Sam
Sam
is
is
four.
4.
And then
And
two, I don't
then
remember two very well.
Chloe, not Chloe. Chloe, they didn't even show Chloe in the movie. I don't think
What?
so.
What's the other dude's name? What's Mark Wahlberg's
Oh,
dude's name?
that's Sully. He's playing Sully.
Sully. Yeah.
hmm
Is Sully in the first one? I don't remember if Sully's in the
Sully's in
first
all
one.
of them. And you know what I don't like about Mark Wahlberg's character?
He's not old.
He doesn't. Well, not even that. No, because I feel like he would play a good Sully. He doesn't have the mustache.
Yeah.
And in the game, even when they show Sully when he's younger,
He
he
has a
still has a
mustache.
mustache. So I'm like, why? Why doesn't? I know they're gonna. I know they're. Dude, Hollywood does this. I know for a fact they're gonna get to the end of the movie, and Sully's gonna come back because he always disappears for a little bit, and then he comes back, and he's gonna have the mustache just for people to go. "Hurrah!"
Mark
That's
Wahlberg's out there like trying to grow a mustache, and it's just
yeah.
not working.
He's gonna have like the cigar in his mouth because Sully normally has a
It's
cigar in
gonna
his
be
mouth.
fake. It's gonna be a fake mustache.
Oh,
Watch.
and that's another thing. So, and when they're in the party and he puts his hand up to the ear and he's like, "Oh, hey, I think they're looking at me," or something like
He's
that.
like, "Don't do that. It looks
Yeah.
weird."
So that's from part 4 too, I think.
That's the only one I didn't play. Is
So
four.
I don't know I don't know how I feel about the movie.
I'm not sure about. I think it's kind of like what you said. I think when they announced that it was Tom Holland, like he doesn't look like Nathan Drake,
Not at all.
and he doesn't
Not go ahead,
have
pass me this.
like he doesn't. He just doesn't look like him. He's too scrawny, in my opinion. He's a
Look,
little too
this
scrawny.
is Nathan Drake.
If
You
you're
can see
audio,
him.
you
If you
can't see
yeah, if
it,
you're audio,
but
you can. But this is Nathan Drake. The lighting is horrible. But anyways, that's Nathan Drake. Not
like he doesn't look like Nathan Drake.
so. My main thing. So I was just talking to one of my buddies about it on Instagram, and I was telling him, the movie looks phenomenal. And okay,
Oh yeah, it
so
does. It looks
this
way better than I thought it would.
yeah, so this actually might be a breakthrough movie for video games.
Yeah, because all the ones so far
It's not even that
have
they
been
suck.
very hit or miss.
It's not even that they like video game. Okay, so any video game movie that has come out, I always watch because, dude, I love video games, right?
I
And I
think
have to
the
watch. And they most video game movies aren't bad.
they
Yeah,
just don't.
some will be bad, but what happens? Sorry to interrupt,
No,
but
you're good.
what happens
Speak.
is the studios don't give them the budget.
That's true. Yeah.
So like, what's the
This
last?
movie,
Look at Mortal Kombat.
this
Mortal
movie, their
Kombat.
budget is ridiculous for Uncharted because
Oh, that's what I'm
just
saying. It looks
looking at it,
crazy. It looks
yeah,
like a A movie.
yeah.
But look at Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was to me was awesome. Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
had its little things where it was missing, certain story things or, some of the stuff, but at the end of the
Like
day what ends up happening is they had a budget,
it didn't look like a low budget movie either.
but it was.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like it didn't look
And
like it, but it was.
anyone who like hated the movie because of like little things like oh certain characters weren't in the
That
movie
icicle
or
wasn't sharp enough.
yeah, or like the effects were dumb, or like, um, just numerous little things. A lot like people didn't like the movie for whatever reason, right? But
They had to make it happen though.
they to me they pulled off the best movie they could have pulled off with the budget that they had for a Mortal Kombat
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Not only that, because it's rated R, it like it wasn't like to me
It
they didn't
suffices
market it as good as they could have marketed it. Like
because it's rated R.
I guarantee you that this is the first trailer of Uncharted that we see. In the next the movie comes out when? When did it say February?
I think so.
In the next month and a half, when they slowly start marketing for it, Sony's gonna put so much money into that marketing
Oh yeah.
that you're gonna see it everywhere. It's gonna show up on our PlayStations. It's gonna show up
It's gonna be
on
you're gonna
YouTube
turn on your
trailers.
PlayStation
Yeah,
and it's gonna play the friggin' Uncharted theme
that's what
song.
exactly. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Uncharted. Uncharted's getting such a big budgeted like release,
Because it's Sony, yeah.
and it doesn't look cheap,
Oh, not
dude.
even
Like
close.
not at all. I mean, they got Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland. Tom Holland right now is on peak. You know,
Literally, yeah.
he's Spider Man. He's on peak. He's on
You
top.
couldn't get a better
Yeah.
actor unless it was like
So like I
an
feel like
old actor.
Yeah, like Nathan Fillion or like the guys who actually look like
Shots
Nathan Drake.
fired. The guys who actually play Nathan Drake
Yeah, the guys who
in
actually
the
look
game.
like Nathan Drake. Yeah. But there's that was my thing. Is so earlier I was saying I was talking to a buddy on IG, and I was like, the movie looks phenomenal, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited because it looks phenomenal. It looks really clean. It looks crisp, but the wrong casting. Like,
So I actually, since we're talking about casting, I actually had a question, which is one of the things I wrote down because I wanted to save it for
hmm
this. Do we expect a Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield cameo in this movie?
that would that would be funny, wouldn't it?
If they just showed up
If they're
randomly.
they're in the bar, like in the, oh my god, they would do
Oh.
something like that. They would do something like that where they're
They're
like
like,
in a bar
have I seen you before?
or like in the beginning where or in the beginning of the trailer where Sully's like, "Oh, aren't you a little too young to bartend?" I could see Andrew Garfield and
Tobey
Tobey Maguire
Maguire.
sitting in the bar,
Like at the
like,
other
and
end.
he's making their drinks. Oh
That
my
would be
god,
hilarious.
they would do so. Oh, they would do something like that. It
I
would be
mean, it's
funny.
the same company. It's Sony.
Yeah,
Sony owns Spider-Man, don't
it
they?
would be funny, but
When I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, I gotta throw that joke in there.
that would be funny. Uh, now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I would love to see that. As much as I would be like laughing and going like this, like nodding my head at the same time, I would like to see that. That'd be funny.
It would be. It'd be
But
like a nod. It'd be a proper nod.
yeah. The only game that it looks like that they didn't dive into, or to me it doesn't look like they're diving into at the moment, is part two.
Yeah, because I didn't see,
I
at
didn't see
least in the
anything to
trailer, I didn't see anything
No,
relating
I
to
didn't see
part two.
anything to part two. Like the only I saw, like I said, the beginning on the boat, or the boat scene. That's from part one when he's fighting on the boat.
I
That's the
don't
opening.
remember much of part two. So
Part two's the to me that's the best one. That's the
what?
one.
Where was it
That's the
though?
one that I think he's going to like Shangri-La or something like that. And you're on the train, and the train's falling.
Oh, maybe
That
there. Oh, that would be an awesome scene to
that,
have in that movie.
that would I would say keep that for the second one.
Save something big for the
Yes,
second one.
exactly, because they're gonna make a second one.
Oh yeah, they
Um,
have to.
but yeah. So like, I want to see. I really do want to see it. I mean, I'm gonna go see it regardless. It's Uncharted. I'm a huge Uncharted fan. So like Uncharted and God of War
I'm
and
happy it
Metal
comes
Gear.
out
So
so far away now because I downloaded the collection when it was free on PS
to play
Plus.
it.
I still haven't touched it, so now I have a reason to touch it.
Not only that, I mean, I have part four. You could borrow part four, and then they also have the other one, the Lost game with two girls that I've yet to play.
Huh?
There's another. There's like a spin-off with the two
Oh,
girls.
I'm not worried about the spinoff.
It's still based in part four though, but part four was kind of cool because, uh, the story's really big in that one.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I heard part four was one of
it's a
the
good one.
best
It's
ones.
yeah, the story's really big.
It's also like super crazy graphically as well,
Oh
from what
yeah,
I've heard.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
graphically,
You ever
it's
played the Golden which one was it? For the Vita, the Golden, can't freaking remember the name.
the Uncharted.
Mm-hmm. That game was awesome.
I had a Vita and I barely played anything on it. I should have got more games for it.
I mean,
Honestly,
they the thing that stinks about that is they have a lot of games, but they weren't like
they
a
weren't
lot of
like
it
top
was like
tier.
JRPGs and stuff like that. So
It also wasn't like the PSP.
yeah,
The
PSP was
PSP
good.
had amazing
Yeah.
games.
That was good. And you got Twisted Metal Black.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Uncharted. I'm excited to see it. Only because, like I said, it's a video game movie, and I want it to succeed. Only because, to me, every video game movie should succeed. I can't remember what the last video game movie I saw was.
I remember what
I don't
mine
think it was
was.
Mortal Kombat. It was something else. What was yours?
Sonic.
Oh, Sonic was a good one too.
Sonic was good. It didn't really follow I mean, it
No,
followed the
it can't.
storyline a little bit, but not like
They should have taken a page from like the animated
series.
shows or
Yeah.
series, because that's a little bit more Sonic than
I'm
the
excited to
movie.
see if Shadow is in the next movie. 'Cause
No,
like
so
Shadow.
I don't think it's gonna be Shadow. I think it's gonna be Knuckles, but
Well, I know Knuckles is in
Knuckles
it,
is supposed
but
well, what I do like is they're kind of going with the story. So when Knuckles gets introduced into the Sonic games, Knuckles is not a good guy, he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
So in this movie, Knuckles is supposed to be
a bad guy.
a bad guy and he's working with Dr. Robotnik. So I'm excited to see that. And Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, he just kills it. So
He killed it in the first movie. I can't wait to see what
I
he
can't
does
wait.
in this
Yeah, and
movie.
not only that, now he's gonna look like Dr. Robotnik.
It'll be even
So I'm
better.
super super excited to see that. Um, what else video games movies are coming out? I don't think there's
Um,
anything really. Oh, the Mario. Do you know they're making a Illuminations is making a Mario movie?
I saw that. I'm not sure.
I don't know how I feel about it either because we talked about this
Isn't
before, didn't
isn't
we?
Chris Pratt
Chris Pratt is
Mario?
Mario. Yeah.
And I was like,
The only casting. Okay, so there's two people in the
it's
movie
it's funny
that
that
I'm like
we're
the only casting is perfect is Keegan
Keegan Michael Key
yeah
as
as Toad
yeah.
because he's gonna kill it because he's just
He's gonna
funny.
make it
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
just
Yeah.
funny, and I feel like even if he doesn't do like the high pitch
Toad.
Toad voice, and he does just like his like voice, he's gonna sound funny and he's gonna kill it.
They should make it an R-rated movie and just let him go free.
Just let him go free. And then Jack Black as Bowser, and I feel like Jack Black's gonna kill it as
Oh
Bowser.
yeah, Jack Black's. Gonna
But
be
like
awesome.
everyone else, I'm just like, nah, we'll see.
Yeah, I
Nah.
don't. I mean, we're gonna say this, and then the trailer's gonna come out, and we're gonna be like, "Oh my God, they picked everybody perfectly."
Yeah, well,
But I'm like, why Chris Pratt
I don't know.
for
I know.
Mario?
I know
Why?
that. I was watching a interview with Chris Pratt, and he was saying like it took a while. That I guess they've been working on this movie for a while, but they just recently announced it, and that Chris Pratt was like it took a while to figure out like the Mario voice, but he's like I think we found it, and they were like, can we hear it? And he was like, nah.
He's like, nah, I could
Nah.
only do it for so long.
Yeah, so I mean I don't know. We'll see when that comes out. I like when we talk about these new movies that are coming out because
Yeah.
then we'll get to look back at this when we do get to watch them or they come out, and we'll
And
be
be
like,
like,
"Oof, we were wrong," or
yeah,
"Oof,
no
we were right."
kidding.
Oh, that was cool. The biggest one I'm excited to see because there's so many theories is Spider-Man.
I think
Um,
Spider-Man.
Man, even
Honestly,
when
I
we
think
talked about
Spider-Man's gonna
Spider-Man,
be like the movie of the
I
year, movie of the decade,
I
possibly
think
something like that.
I think so. I think it's gonna be the one of the highest grossing. I think it's gonna be one of the highest grossing
Well,
movies.
we said that in the Spider-Man thing. I was like, it's gonna be Avatar.
Well, and it comes out on Christmas or around Christmas.
17th, December
Yeah, so
17th.
look, it's around Christmas time. So think about from the 17th to Christmas, how many people are gonna go see that movie? When Spider-Man 1 first came out with Tobey Maguire, I saw that movie 7 times.
Yo, chill out.
So
I don't
just
plan on
think
seeing
there's
it
people
that
that
much.
there's people that will
but
go see it in theater that many times, you know. So I think yeah, that movie's gonna be crazy if it's that good though.
Oh, I think it will
Because
be.
if it's not, if they
You know what's
if
funny
Tobey
is,
Maguire and Andrew Garfield don't show up,
you know what's funny
movie
is,
theaters are going on fire.
I was gonna say, I had a weird. Speaking of like that, I had like a weird dream last night that I had gone and
Whoa, whoa,
seen
whoa,
it.
whoa! I don't need to know about your weird
No,
dreams, bro.
I had gone and seen the movie, and like for some reason I walked out and I was like, they were not in the movie. And I was like super mad and depressed and everybody was super
That's
super
funny.
pissed.
Or they
And I
show
was
up.
like, man, I'm like, this is gonna suck. This movie's terrible.
Or they show up. They show up at the end credit scene.
Oh, that would be the worst.
Yeah, that would be funny and the worst at the same time. It would,
Especially now that all the movies got delayed.
yeah,
That would be the worst.
it would, yeah, yeah.
Because Multiverse was supposed to come out in February or March, and now it's going to be
It's
like
like
near the end of the year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're pushing it back, yeah. Which I'm fine with because I feel like what we
Develops hype.
not only that they'll be able to in post production if they need to work on stuff. Now they have the time to work on it to make it perfect.
It's not
I
a
mean,
video game.
yeah,
They
but
can only do so much.
movies go through the same thing for
Yeah,
editing
true.
and all that. So, I feel like that would
I feel like they don't have bugs though.
they do with their CG. They probably like punch through a wall and the wall
Spider-Man's
doesn't break.
arm is like.
Oh, his arm's like this. The wiggling arm on Spider-Man. But yeah.
Uh,
What's up? What
we
else?
do have another movie, The Flash.
Oh yeah, we okay. So we just saw the trailer for the Flash. I saw it for DC fandom. I mean they didn't really show much.
They just showed like a little
They show
tiny
like little
sneak
little
peek
yeah sneak peeks. It looks really good.
so far.
My thing is
It's weird how they're. I mean, I understand because like now he knows he can use the Speed Force,
yeah.
so he's like using it. I find it weird that he's like they're doing what they already did in the TV show.
All right, so that's what I was just gonna say. Like you took the words right out of my mouth. So I'm like, I already saw this.
Yeah, he's
And
literally doing exactly what he did in the TV show
yeah,
already.
because in the TV show, he
He goes
he
back to
goes
save
back
his
to
mom,
save his mom,
his mom,
which is
and
exactly the story that it looks like that they're doing. And then he ends up fighting the Reverse Flash, the yellow one.
yeah,
So like it seems like that's exactly what they're doing. The only difference is they're going through bigger movie properties, I guess. So like they're going to the original Batman for
yeah,
Michael Keaton and stuff like that. Which I'm like, okay, that's cool, but in the Flash TV series, the Crisis on Infinite Earth, they go to the animated world, like
yeah.
but it's real. But they he meets the animated Batman. So like I'm like, I mean it looks good. The graphics look cool, and I'm sure that it's gonna look even better the more the time passes, because then they're gonna be working on
Yeah,
it.
I'm hoping. I highly doubt they're going to. I'm hoping they're gonna play the TV show Flash somewhere in there, and like a cameo, and maybe
So
Arrow.
I don't think they'll do Arrow.
Probably not.
I think they will do Greg Gust.
That would be cool, just
I
as
mean, they
like a
did it.
nod.
They did it on the TV show, right?
What they
They had the two Flashes meet. So Grant Gust met the other dude.
for the movie?
No, for it was for Crisis on Infinite Earth.
What was it? The same Flash? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it. I'll
Oh,
have to show you because it's actually kind of a cool scene.
yeah, I
And
didn't see
like,
that.
what's cool? I'm not even gonna say anything because I wouldn't want to spoil it for you because it can lead into the new movie. But they did. It was really cool. Like,
Like how it worked.
yeah,
They
how
like
it
see each
works.
other in the Speed Force or something.
No, no. We'll watch it. We'll watch it
Okay.
after. But if you haven't seen it, like look it up because it's a really cool little scene. And it's only like a minute long, but
It's a cool scene.
it's really cool, yeah. Because it makes you realize that the TV universe is part of
Movies,
the
yeah.
movie universe. It's not how the MCU did where they came out with Agents of Shield, and that was
Yeah,
supposed to be part of the movie universe
and
too,
then they
and they
were like,
totally
nope.
the first season is part of the universe.
The rest
This
is
the
not.
rest of the show isn't. Like they took it out, and I'm like, why would they do that? They could bring in so many cool characters from the TV. But in the DC universe, everything's connected. The cartoons, the
Yeah,
movies,
all of
the
it's
TV
canon.
shows. It's all, yeah, it's
One
all
day,
the comic books, and it could be all different worlds.
one day, Star Wars will get there. One day.
Star Wars is in Marvel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Star Wars was in What If, the What
Seer?
If episode. Uh, you haven't seen What If, right?
No.
Oh yeah, they go through. There's a part where they go through Mustafar, and
Do they
Mustafar's
call it Mustafar?
no. So what happens is they're damn. I'm gonna end up spoiling it for you if I tell you.
I'll
You
just
don't care?
watch it. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, watch
I'll
it.
just
But
watch
there's a
it.
there's a part
I
where
was like, huh?
they're going through different things, and Mustafar
Mustafar is
shows
one of
up.
them. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it
cool.
was pretty cool.
Next thing, another superhero movie. Wow, we're heavy on the superhero movies.
Well, there's a lot of them coming out.
They're all DC as well, which is even
Uh,
funnier. Black Adam.
okay, it looks really cool. It really does. I'm afraid that The Rock is gonna do what The Rock does best.
And play The Rock.
Yeah, exactly. So
I want
I want
it's
this movie to
hard
be
because it's
awesome.
like I want I want the best of both worlds. I want him to be like super like awesome and Black Adam, but I also want him to like crack jokes like The Rock.
See, I don't want him to crack jokes.
I feel like that's
Because Black Adam,
Black
like
Adam's
okay for
serious. Yeah,
Shazam, okay, that's fine.
that's
Shazam
that's
crack
why I
jokes,
said it. Yeah,
but Black Adam as a character is a really dark character. So that like I want it's almost like wanting to have The Rock be heel all the time, you know? Like that doesn't happen. He's a good heel because he plays it,
oh, he is a
but it
good
doesn't
heel.
happen all the time now. You know what I'm saying? When you get The Rock, he's not bad.
Oh, he's always good.
So like I would love to see him play like the heel Rock, like be not
Like the
like
old heel
yeah,
Rock, who used to like say
no, not the
very bad.
jabroni stuff.
The jabroni beating.
No, no, not that. But I'm just saying, like, I want to see him be a serious actor because every time he's in a movie,
He's always not
he's not
serious.
serious. And yeah, he'll be serious for like 2 seconds, but then he starts cracking jokes, and I'm just like, oh, that would have been awesome if I think it's like
Cue Jungle
it
Cruise,
almost comes like it's almost like a time and place thing.
and
Like there's a
he
time and
doesn't have
place.
a time and place.
Yeah, like he's always the Rock, and I think that's what kills the movie. So I really do hope that
He's never Dwayne Johnson. He's always The Rock.
yeah, he's always gonna be the Rock. I mean, that's
He needs to be Dwayne Johnson.
he is Dwayne Johnson, but
No, he needs to be. There's two differences. Dwayne Johnson is the one that's advertising his tequila and
oh my
always like
God,
super
in
serious
Tech
and
Nine,
freaking clanging and banging his.
in Tech Nine,
Yeah,
and he's like
that.
face off.
Yeah, that one.
That was. I mean, he did okay. He did
It was
okay.
alright. His flow
But
sucked, but it's
no, I'm
alright.
excited to see what they do with it. It looks like a huge movie.
Oh,
So
his that
that
even though
little
it was
scene,
just a teaser, it
dude.
made him look really good.
Yeah, no, that little scene was awesome. And apparently that's like the opening scene to the movie.
And I'm happy they didn't show him.
Everything?
No, I'm happy they didn't show him.
Oh, I wonder
Cause
if he's
like
gonna
they
have.
like walked up to him with the guns and he went
Yeah,
to turn around, but he had his hood up so you couldn't see it was him.
yeah, yeah. I wonder if he's gonna have like his like elf ears, like because Black Adam has elf ears.
Yeah,
Wonder if he's gonna have elf ears.
I feel like that's gonna look weird on the Rock.
Yeah, because he has this like.
He has a bald head.
Yeah, no, it might look cool. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe they're gonna
I
give him
mean,
the
all the costumes that
bald
they showed,
over.
like they showed Hawkman's costume, they showed Doctor Fate's mask, so all that looks amazing. So we'll just have to wait to see. I know that all those movies are still in production, though. That's the same thing with Aquaman.
Yeah,
Aquaman,
Aquaman.
dude. Okay,
Just
so they
the
showed
behind the scenes stuff looks
it
insane.
looks really good, and like I really like how they made Black Manta look in this one.
I didn't see that.
No, oh, you probably were doing something else when
Yeah,
when I
I
was
didn't
playing.
see the Black
But Black
Manta
Manta
thing.
looks
I saw the
awesome.
scenery. The scenery looks insane.
Yeah, yeah. And then what's her name's is still in the movie. I thought she was
Amber Heard.
I thought she was fired. But it's whatever. That's whatever.
They should have
I'll
fired her.
probably just wait till it comes on to HBO Max to watch that one because of her. But
Johnny Depp's gonna be in the movie in her
oh
place
oh
instead.
shoot,
That'd be funny.
Um that would be funny.
He's when's his next
We
movie?
find a lot of things funny, don't we? Yeah, we're like that would be funny. It would be funny. It would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It would be
He-
Metal Gear Solid. Oh man, I want to see that movie so bad if it
Zavala
comes out.
playing Zavala.
Oh, did you? I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen the Resident Evil trailer?
No.
Oh man,
Is it the movie?
yeah.
No.
So it's a Netflix movie. I think it's a Netflix movie, but it's
I don't
going
know, I
to
haven't seen it.
theaters.
Huh.
It
I know the
looks-
first Resident Evil movie was
No, this is straight up. Have you ever played a Resident Evil game?
I played
Oh yeah, did you just say you play 1 and 2?
No.
Oh, you played the action one?
I played whichever one has the purple cover for a solid 20 minutes.
Oh, that's 6.
Yeah, I played that one.
That's
That one was
yeah.
terrible.
I didn't like 6. I don't play them that much.
I only played it for like 15, 20 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm done with
I
this.
played 7.
Their
7.
controls are the most annoying controls.
Yeah. So you would probably like Resident Evil 5 though.
That's the one
That's
that
the one-
everyone likes, right?
No.
No, that's 4.
Resident Evil 4 is the one that everyone
We've had
likes.
this discussion.
Yeah. Resident Evil 5, that's the one where you play as Chris and you're in the city, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
believe. And you're like fighting big ass monsters. You're like with machine guns. You know it's another really good one? It's called Operation Raccoon City.
I've seen footage of that one. I
That
never
one's
played it.
awesome, and it's like it's one of those games that when it came out, I feel like it didn't.
It didn't
It
get
was
the
hype.
love
It
that
was
it
way too
deserved.
hyped. Yeah, it was way too hyped, but it didn't get the love it deserved. Like you play as USS agents or like the UBCS agents,
It's
and
like a zombie game, no?
but
Kind of.
it's a multiplayer game. So you
Yeah.
play with like multiple people, but you get to choose your character who you want to be. Like there's a healer, there's a brute,
Oh, that's cool.
and it's freaking awesome. Like it's awesome.
That's cool.
But it just didn't get the love it deserved.
I feel like all those games never
Yeah.
get the love they deserve.
But yeah, we'll have to watch the trailer so you can see the Resident Evil movie. They did they I have to see. I'm gonna have to watch it because I don't know how the casting is gonna be. So I'm just gonna have to watch it for the acting. But the story and the look of the movie, it looks like Resident Evil.
Hmm.
It doesn't even look like the one with Alice. Like I feel like Alice movies to me were good in the beginning and then they slowly started like losing whatever.
They started putting insane stuff into them and trying to make them
Yeah,
like crazy.
like trying to make them all crazy
They
and
went
then
all fast and
the
furious
last
on
one,
it.
oh my, yes, yeah, that's exactly what happened. The last one, it was I think that was Afterlife. Have you ever watched that one?
No.
Don't even watch it. It's a waste of time. The CG on it is horrible. I feel like they rushed it. It's a garbage movie.
I don't watch those movies usually.
Yeah, it's not scary though.
I know it's not scary. I'm not a huge fan of
Support
Resident Evil.
support video games. You hear that, everyone? You need to support video games.
Speaking of supporting video games,
Drink
we're releasing.
a video game.
I'm just kidding. No, we're not. I
It's
wish we
called
were.
Welcome to the Noodle Shop, and it's gonna start like this. Welcome to the Noodle Shop.
No, it's gonna start with your song.
Which one?
The song we play at the intro and the
ending.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, but like
And it's
8-bit game.
literally, it just says Noodle Shop in the background and it's just Pong. That's all it is.
Pong. That would be funny. It would be funny. It would be funny, actually.
Would it
That's
though?
not funny.
Yeah, no, it's not. GTA is coming out.
Yeah. For the
They released
trilogy.
the trailer today, and it comes out in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Or no, 3 weeks. So I don't understand. I mean, I understand because it's Rockstar. I don't understand why wait this long to release a trailer for it, and then it comes out in 3 weeks.
It's Rockstar, that's why.
Bro, they released a GTA 5 trailer like 2 years before the friggin' game came out.
And they're still releasing GTA 5
Trailers.
like 5 years after the game comes.
Yeah, they're just re-releasing the same trailer every friggin'
But
day.
you know what sucks about it is that we're dumb and we buy it.
Oh, I don't buy it. I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, it works.
I'm done buying GTA until it comes out for the sixth one. The GTA 6 comes out.
By that time, it's gonna
I
be
think
friggin'
I think I
real
bought
life.
I think I bought GTA for the PS3. The PG
GTA 5.
Yeah, I bought it for the PS3 and then I got the PS4 and then I was like, "Oh, it's got better graphics." So I bought it for the PS4 and then it came out for the PS5. I don't have one yet, but
And they still
I'm like,
haven't.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet, technically.
I'm not doing it.
It's graphics
just
upgrade. That's
graphics,
all
yeah.
it is. It's dumb.
I'll just wait for 6 to come out, but I'm gonna get that trilogy.
The original
Yeah,
trilogy.
because those games are like
I
classic.
wish they would release the very original, like over the top GTA. I remember playing. I remember
Yeah.
when I was younger, I was playing that on my Game Boy.
Why are you playing that on your Game Boy? You shouldn't be playing that. It's a vulgar game.
I just remember that. I don't even remember how it worked. I just remember that I played it.
You were stealing people's cars and stuff.
Yeah, I was just
And not
taking
even
cars
thinking
and
about
driving
it.
around, hitting other cars. It was
No,
great.
yeah. No, I'm excited because one of my favorite GTA's. I know a lot of people like Vice City and
San
a lot of
Andreas.
people like 3, but San Andreas was one of my favorite. And to see like that they could kind of keep it looking the same, but with like crazy looking graphics.
Well, that's one of the things I pointed out originally is like I'm happy that they didn't make it like the new GTA's. They didn't make it
Yeah,
look realistic. They kept it
they kept it
cartoony.
cartoony and like boxy. The characters are
Yeah, like it
boxy.
stays with the
Yeah.
time,
Um.
but it
So
looks insane as well.
it. I mean, the graphics they did a really good job. Like it was. We were just talking about this earlier. How I think that they moved it to the new engine that they're using for GTA 5.
Yeah, I don't know what engine
So
it is, but
I
it's probably like Unreal
yeah.
7 or something.
No,
Something
they're
crazy
only
like that.
they're only up to Unreal 5.
No, it's Rockstar. They have 7. They're
Uh,
fine. They're 10 years ahead
um,
of the game.
I'm excited to see games that come out for Unreal 5 though. Like you see all
I
these
need to go
little.
back and play Red Dead 2 again because I never finished it.
I never played Red Dead at all. The Red Dead 2 I never played it. Red Dead Redemption I played,
Red Dead Redemption 2,
and
it's one of the
then
best games I've played. I never
Red
finished it though.
Dead Revolver.
That was the
That's the
original.
original.
Well, no, the original one was Red Dead,
Oh,
and then
Red
there's
Dead and
Red
then
Dead
Red Dead
Revolver,
Revolver.
and then there's Redemption,
Yeah.
and then there's Redemption
So I
2.
played Red Dead. I've played Red Dead Revolver, and I played uh which one's the one?
Redemption 1.
Yeah. I haven't played the new one. So I'll have to try to get into that and see. I heard it's a really good game.
It is. It's like
Yeah.
a 100-hour game though.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I mean you can make any game a 100-hour game
You're not wrong.
because
I
it
played
just
Pong for
depends.
100
I
hours
mean,
once. I'm just kidding.
I'm on Destiny and Destiny I can't even
Destiny,
tell you.
there's
That's
no
like
finishing Destiny.
yeah, I was like that's like years of my life already.
There's no finishing it.
And then I getting into New World and I've put in maybe like 72 hours.
Nope. I'm
I haven't
good.
touched it since, but
You haven't minded any
because
trees for 60 hours yet?
yeah, no, not yet. I know people who have though, but I haven't because they were having like issues with PCs, and I'm like I don't want it to break my PC. I just got it, so I'm like nah, I don't need that
Boom.
thing. I don't need that thing to blow up while I'm playing or smoke.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, for I
Fire
don't even have
extinguisher?
fire alarms in my house. What the hell? My house will go on fire.
Pretty much.
And with that said, we're gonna fire out of here.
Dun dun dun. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Noodle Shop. Very packed episode this time. So
Yeah, we were
uh,
just talking nonsense.
yeah, pretty
Honestly.
much. Sorry about that. If you did enjoy, please like, share, subscribe. I am Tristan,
And I'm Gio.
and thanks again.
I
Have a
was-
great day.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram.
And as always, I'll have our tags like somewhere down here
Right there.
for Instagram.
Also,
Maybe
shout out to the llama right
I was
here.
gonna say maybe I'll put the tag for the Noodle Shop on
In front of the llama so it can
yeah,
eat
in front
it.
of the llama exactly. So you guys can try to look at that too.
Yeah, and next to the Gallahorn.
And if not, if you're listening on Spotify, it's at tj.maverick
I believe so.
and then at g to the 666.
Yeah.
So check us out, follow us, follow the Noodle Shop.
Like all of our posts.
Yeah. Comment. I know we had one comment on one of our videos. I couldn't understand it though, so I was just
I'll have
like,
to look at it.
yeah. But yeah, comment if you end up following us on Instagram. Comment.
Also follow at the Noodle Shop. We don't even mention that
Yeah, we
one. We
don't,
mention our
yeah.
personals, but not that one.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna put it up here.
Oh, okay.
But you know, comment what you would like us to talk about if you want us to talk about anything you're interested in, and we'll definitely be down to talk about it. And
one day we'll have guests. One day.
yeah, we're still working on that. We have a few people that are already like, yo, we want to be your guest, but
Yeah.
you know, we're still working on how.
We
we're
also
gonna
don't
do
have a
that.
third mic, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I have. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to upgrade. We're gonna have to upgrade our stuff.
Alrighty.
But
Thanks, everybody.
yeah, thanks. Have a good one. We'll
You
see you
too.
guys next time. Bye. You too.
You too. You three.